And another Tuesday has arrived. It is creators of the Doughnut Tuesday. Maybe I can come up with some sort of thing of that. But welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. And we are here today to witness the marriage of the... No, we're not. We're here today to discuss supporting content creators. I am your host, Quack. I'm a panda. And to my... technically to my right, I have the absolute... The lovely, I'm not going to deny, but like, what's ever going on here today? It's Atomic Moonchild.
Hi.
Are we going to wait for someone to ask in chat, or do you want me to go first and just go explain?
Well, it's a Viking theme.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Stream. Oh no.
No, it's okay. I just completely lost you for a minute then, and I have no idea why.
That was weird.
Oh, it's me. It's all me. Today is just gonna be it's gonna be a trying one. So we'll just get through this as easily and quickly as we can. So what was the what is this outfit again? Sorry.
You've lost both cams as well. Oh, there we go. We're back.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know if people can hear. It's a Viking theme stream, so yeah.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough.
The Vikings have assembled. You just haven't come in your gear.
Yeah, step up your game.
No. So instead, I got my little cup. That's all I got. So
I got my stein.
I've got my little cuppy thing because I was not prepared for this in the slightest whatsoever. So, but anyway, while my internet hasn't taken a poo on anything yet, we'll introduce our guest for the day, the beautiful and the ever so loving. It's Ginger Viking. Ginger Viking 18 more specifically. How are you on this fine evening?
I am well. It's good to be here. I am nervous though.
Don't be nervous.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Atomic won't bite. So first of all,
Don't be promising things you can't keep. You know what I mean?
that is very true. But everyone welcome in as well. And also as well, we do need to take a small break from our regularly scheduled, whatever this is, crap internet today, because we have had a resubscription. And it is from, do I be biased and say, it's the beautiful Mrs. Quack, my panda.
I mean, if you're not biased, you're going to get smacked.
Yep. Well, she's ill right now, so she's not really going to do much. She's just gonna. She's like really, really ill. So like she's just gonna die on the settee. It's fine. It's fine.
I hope you feel better soon.
What did she did say? Getting there. I've been poorly the last couple of days, so I'm hoping a good night's sleep will help get over it. Anyway, so first of all, how's both of yours weekends? How did your weekends go? Because Atomic first, you went to you went to a little soiree thing, didn't you?
I did. I went to a relaunch party at Pixel Bar in Manchester. Went as part of the Twitch-powered Manchester meetup group. And yeah, it ended up a very messy night. Free food, free cocktails, free tequila. And yeah, the rest is history pretty much. I fell and whacked my tailbone, which is absolutely excruciating.
Oh.
But yeah, I was out of commission for the entire weekend, but it was worth it, worth every second.
And I'm gonna have to call you Ginger because that's the only thing I can like. That's the easiest way.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're both from the same area. You know, it's not insultive. How was your weekend?
I used this weekend to recover from last weekend because that was just chaotic as hell with my birthday stream.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Yes, your birthday stream where you ate, what was it, horseradish for the first time?
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
You couldn't say it just spat it straight out.
No, I tasted it. I was like,
literally spat it straight out.
I knew also.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Go on.
I was gonna say it sat in my mouth for about 5 seconds. Like, nope, that's coming out.
But you also glittered your beard, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And are you still finding glitter everywhere?
Yeah, I was about to say there's still remnants of glitter in this room now, and like if I like shift my shift my seat every so often. I can just hear the remnants of glitter on the wheels.
Oh,
You look
no.
fabulous, though. You need to glitter your beard every stream, I think.
Yeah, she says that because she doesn't have to clean that mess.
No.
So,
I have glitter everywhere in my house. I'm a glitter bomb.
are you really? Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Moonbeard can confirm it.
Oh, no. Anyway, so I have a story to tell, and I told a story last night, and apparently it wasn't that funny, but I'm going to tell it regardless anyway. So on Sunday, I went to go see Bulletin Trivia with the absolute beautiful man that is Ross TSU, who, for the next at least hour, is an absolute beep word that I'm not going to say because I needed him, and I think he's asleep. So I'm like, no, I need him. Anyway, so me and Ross went to Bullet. It was a lovely gig. And is it buffering for anyone else? Probably, because my internet is pants today. I really should restart the frame, but I can't. So yeah, me and Ross went to see Bullet, and in the Trivium gig, they call it a zombie, but I thought it was like a fallen angel. They had this like giant zombie inflatable, and
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
yeah. So the backdrop when the set was starting was the zombie like sitting on a podium with like some Chinese lanterns or anything like that, and then the zombie came up and it was very pretty, and then they carried on playing their gig and whatnot. And Ross is standing right behind me. It felt like a dad because he was so much taller than me, and he just felt like a dad standing in front of me. And Ross, in all of his wisdom, we listen to trivia and all this, and Ross just leans over and whispers in my ear, "They've changed the backdrop again." And I'm like, thanks for the fake laugh, guys. But the worst thing was, I was like,
I could just imagine him doing that, and you just going, "What? I'm at a gig. I'm not."
The thing was, I wasn't speaking to him.
It's trivia. I'm focusing on other things.
I wasn't even paying it. I was like listening to the song, wasn't speaking to him, wasn't even looking at him. He's just, they've changed the backdrop again. I was like, mate, I could have watched that gig 4 times, one after another, and I still wouldn't have noticed that the backdrop had changed. Yes. So I could see everyone in chat go in about.
Made you aware at least.
Well, yeah, and the worst thing is, it had legitimately changed, and I hadn't noticed. So everyone, I could see in the chat saying I'm buffering and stuff like that. My internet is incredibly poor right now, and normally I would just turn it off, turn it back on, and go from there. But in this instance, I can't. So I do very much apologise. If there was someone who could pin a chat, but there's not. So we'll wing it, and the chat's just going to be incredibly delayed. It's fine. We don't pay attention to chat anyway. We're just here for the numbers on them. Anyway, yes. So let's get the introductions in of Ginger Viking. You have never been on the Doughnut table before. Who are you?
I have not. No. Well, I'm just a variety streamer from a little town in South Wales, and yeah, I've been streaming now for 3 or 4 years now, I think. Yeah, 4 years, and most people would know me for like my rage when it comes to the games that I play, because I get easily angered by the littlest of things, as proven the other day when I was playing Soul Reaver and I was getting annoyed at the fact that he wasn't sticking the landing on platforms.
So you've been streaming for about 4 years, you said?
I think so. Yeah, it was like it was during COVID that I started doing it, and yeah, like it was just like at the time it was just something to do.
Yeah.
During lockdown, because I was working from home, and my partner at the time was working late hours, so it was just something to fill the gap between work and making food and stuff. So yeah, and that's how it started. And yeah, at first I didn't think anything of it, and then yeah, people started to stick around and they were like, this guy's weird, we need to stick around.
Well, do you know what? You segued that in bloody lovely then. That was really good segue then, because we're on about supporting streamers and stuff. So I'll have to I'll choke the chat, don't worry. Yeah, you could. The worst thing is, I'm reading the chat, they're so far behind, they're still talking about Ross's shoulders, and I'm like, Yeah, cool. Again, apologies everyone. So we'll all have to like pick a streamer just so I can reference them every single time. So, Ginger Viking, who would you say is one? Don't have to be your all-time favorite streamer, but one streamer that you regularly watch. Can be now, can be in the past.
It's gonna sound like cliche just because there's like another Welshman, but it's probably Carlton and Tourette's Gamer when I get the opportunity to do it. But like these days, I'm so like focused on like trying to do my own stuff. My brain gets so like wrapped up in there, and like right, I got to get these clips out. I got to get stuff done for socials, and I'm like a lot of the time I'm just like, oh, I haven't watched a friend in a while. Let's go see what they're doing.
And Atomic, who would you be one streamer that you very much enjoy watching? Or have enjoyed
Viking. Ginger Vicky over there.
Cringe. No, that's fair answer. That's fair answer.
Cringe.
The worst thing is I'll have to get
Chaotic as well. I really enjoy his streams.
Definitely. Do you know what? Only because I just scrolled through. I had one person definitely in my head, but I haven't actually watched them in a while, which is Pataz, who is he's a Viking streamer. And that's what got me. He was like one of the first people I ever subbed to. But one person I do enjoy watching, because he is live this very second, is the lovely Drew Nightmare. I do enjoy watching Drew.
Yes, I do like Drew. Yeah, I got to meet Drew at one of the like Nightbreed meetups in Cardiff, and yeah, he's a lovely guy.
Yeah, he is. He's super tall as well, isn't he? But then I remember meeting you at Cardiff Meet, and you're really tall.
I'm not that tall. Well, I say that, but I have a brother who's 6'8", so I always feel, I always feel minuscule. So I'm just like, all right, bro. Yeah, okay. Thanks for making me feel short.
Right. So we got Carlton, we got Ginger Viking, and we have Dream Nightmare. So we have our three content creators. I want to talk, right? So when we talk about supporting people, it can come in a widely different like variety of things. So instead of going like, oh, how do you support someone, and do really cringy things, we'll start with the famous one, lurking. So do either of you acknowledge your lurkers at all? And we'll start with Atomic on this one. Do you acknowledge your lurkers if they're there?
Not by name, but I thank people for lurking.
Ginge?
Because I appreciate it.
Yeah, Ginge?
Unless they put like the lurk command in chat, no. It's just I don't want them to feel like they have to acknowledge them being there, and I'm fine with people just like lurking and just enjoying the content, because like I know a lot of people just like to have me as background noise, so yeah, it's fine.
And to be fair, what were we on about? I mentioned your name. I can't remember if it was the last stream or if it was someone else, but I said that I go through phases where I watch a lot of people and background noise, and like I'll play Minecraft on one screen and I'll have someone else on that screen. And to be fair, Ginge, I think I even told you are my person. I think right now you still are. Like I see Ginger Viking on. Oh right, sick. I put him on. I'll just have you in the background, and I will just watch you just play. Like I say, Soul Reaver's the main one you've been playing as a lot lately. So I'll just watch you for ages, and lurking's a really weird one, because some people say, "Oh, I really support lurkers, and if you want to lurk, come into my stream and lurk." But then there's other people who, and I'm talking main big time creators, who hate lurkers. And we'll start with you, Viking. Of what's your thoughts in general of you being a lurker, of having lurkers, of people going against lurkers, going for lurkers? Like, what's your general thoughts on lurking?
I think it's fine, and it's something that's always going to be part of Twitch, because at the end of the day, like people like to have the background noise of something just to keep this, just to fill the silence and stuff. Because like I do it, like I will play a game and have something playing alongside it. Like usually let's say I'm playing like Marvel Rivals, I'll have like something on YouTube playing just so like just to like like my brain's very weird. Like I have to have one part concentrating on the game, but also have something like to sort of concentrate on the other part of my brain, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So I'm all for lurkers, but I remember seeing seeing this TikTok a while back where the guy his name's Minty TV, and he's a partnered Twitch streamer, and he does like advice TikToks. He was talking about how there was this new website that actually goes into your channels like viewers, and if they haven't engaged in the chat in some way in like 30 minutes, they automatically get banned. And I'm like, that is a terrible like sort of
Jesus.
that's a terrible like function, because like you're gonna lose so much viewership on that. And it just seems so ass backwards to like sort of force people into interacting.
You got to have a lot of viewers that you are willing to cut people. Like, let's.
I think that's disgusting, to be fair.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
even between the three of us combined, I don't think we even hit 100 consistent viewers. So like, I mean, like none of us would do it. So I think you would have to. Oh my god, for me to do that, I would have to be like minimum of average of like 150, easily 150 before I even start to think of doing that.
I think for anyone to do it would have to be some sort of self-righteous. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Personally, because I just think that's disgusting. Who would ban someone just for lurking? I think
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
Well, you could tell us your thoughts on it then. Go on.
I mean, lurkers are the backbone of Twitch. Like, I'm a serial lurker because I'm a gamer as well, and I've got a life, and I understand that everyone else does. It's respect. Like the fact that someone's thrown me up on a tab, whether they've got the tab muted or not, they've took the time to do that for me, and I feel well honoured for it. I'm like well happy about it.
Yeah, I very much agree with you of like, because I always say about subs. I said everyone should follow me, as everyone in this chat who can see this about 10 minutes after I said it. You should follow me because it's free. Everything good is free. Do you know what I mean? NHS is free. That's good. But I will never ever ask people to sub to me because people pay their hard-earned money. You know, if you want to give it to me, I thank you very much because I can't sub to all my favorite people. Like, if I had, not FU money, I just can't say the word. If I had that kind of disposable income, that's the word. I would sub to the pair of you right now, but I can't because some months are tight. You know, January, everyone hates January because Christmas has killed everyone off, and then January just gives you that kicker while you're still down. So
It's worse for me as well because it's my birthday month as well. So
oh, like... right. Yeah, to be fair, it's my mother's. Right, Christmas Day is 25th. My mother's birthday's on the 5th of January. Oh. Every Christmas, I curse my grandparents for it. I curse them to the bone. Yeah, so... Yeah, I completely agree of, like, people... Even if someone does lurk, they've taken their time to come to your stream. And if you think of how many... If either of you have Twitch up right now, just... Don't click on anyone. Just look at the amount of people who are live on your side right now. You've picked one person to lurk for. So, like, that... Even just in your list right now of how many people are live... Yet you picked out one person. You know, it is a bit of an honor in a weird way. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you're amazing or anything. But that person, you don't get me wrong. Someone might go through that entire list in a month or whatever, and every time they go on Twitch, they pick the next person below. But at least someone picks you. Do you know what I mean? So it keeps freezing. The face it keeps freezing. Oh, for you. I was going to say, what the hell you want about that?
Proper stank face.
Yeah. So it goes into the next little bit that I want to touch on a little bit is being an active streamer or being a lurker. And Ginger, this is like it's a weird one for me because some people feel the need to talk in streams. Now, I don't know how either of you feel, but when I go into a stream, do you know, I could watch someone stream for an hour and a half and not say a single word. But the reason for me is, do you know, when, unless they come into the stream and go, I'd be like, oh, what's happening? They'd be like, oh, what's happening, what's happening? Then I go, yeah, everything's all good. I have nothing else to talk about. Unless it's, what game is this? So then I want to be like, I want to engage more, but I feel like I can't contribute to anything. So do you ever have that feeling, Ginge?
When I'm in someone else's stream, or
Yeah,
when
we'll flip it on both. So like, if you go into Carlton's stream, for example, oh no, Carlton is your favorite one. So like, if you go into someone's stream, not necessarily like new or like someone like new to you, but maybe someone who, I don't know, you just not that overly close with, or like not that know very well. So what would you? Have you ever been in those situations where you feel like I can't contribute much to this?
Sometimes, yeah, because like it usually depends on like what the conversation is at the time, but it also may depend on the streamer themselves. Because no offense to some streamers out there, that they don't know how to engage with their audience, and I feel like that's a place in streaming where a lot of like new time streamers don't realize that that's a big thing. You need to be engaging, and like that is what will get the people wanting to talk to you and like engage and stuff. Because like this is like, I do it all the time now. Like when I'm streaming, if even if chat's quiet at times, I will out monologue myself, if that makes sense. I basically let my thoughts come out of like what I'm doing in the game. I used to like just say it in my head and be like, oh, I need to do this right now. But now, since started streaming, I'm like, right, I want to do this. This is what I'm planning to do right now. We need to go to this area, kill this person, and then go on to the next area. And I feel like that gets people wanting to like talk in chat more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like when I'm in chat, I try to like either go on what the conversation is at the time, or if I know someone who's in the chat, I'll like, just chat with them in the chat as well. So like, I'm just like, oh, you were right there. Like, how's your day been? Like, what have you been up to and sort of stuff. Or if it's just like banter, I'll like bounce off with them.
Yeah. Actually, so I'm gonna flick a different question over to Atomic, and it's literally a question that just popped into my head. So, if you have, say, for example, Ginger Viking, you're streaming, you're playing. What game are you playing right now as well? Because it's a reading one.
Oh, Innsmouth 22 or Innsmouth 22.
With your accent, I didn't know whether that was Innsmouth or Inmouth.
Innsmouth.
Innsmouth.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So you have your chat, and obviously you engage with your chat. You engage with your chat very well. But you have, because Ginger Viking just said a thing. I'm like, oh, that would be a good question. So say now, Ginger Viking, for example, pops into your stream. You're like, oh, hi, lovely, you're right. And he's like, yeah, all good. And then I'm just going to pick a name at random. Don't want to find this out in 10 minutes. Lady Doll says, hey, Ginger Viking, how are you? And then they start having a conversation. Not does it bother you, but does it make you feel like, oh, they're not talking to me now? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, when I'm playing something like Innsmouth, it's very helpful because it means I can play more of the game. I've managed to stretch a 4-hour game out. Let me just have a look. Into 10.6 hours because of chatting shit in between it all.
I was gonna say.
So it gives me a chance to crack on with game a little bit. To be fair,
you've got terrible ADHD brain with that game, because like people start talking to you and it's like, oh, how's it going? Blah 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 blah. Right, back to the game. Oh wait, blah 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 blah.
I just found they are not the games for me on stream. I know this now. Usually, it never bothers me. I like that people are talking because my streams, I want them to be a hub for people to talk to each other, get to know each other. And I'm not bragging, but I know a lot of cool people, and them cool people need to know each other. So
Yeah,
yeah.
2 of them are on this podcast with you.
You can't.
Hell yeah.
She can't count herself. What are you on about? So
Shut
obviously
up.
one of them. Obviously it's one of them.
Shut up, quack.
Yeah. So what, Atomic? Then what do you think of? Have you ever been in situations where you go into a chat and you're like, I don't know what to say, or like the creator's not giving you anything apart from an old MSN. Hi, how are you? Not bad. You had a good day? Yeah. You? Yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely struggle talking in chats anyway because of the autism. And saying a quick hello and how are you and that is the easiest way. But then keeping up a conversation or interacting, unless they're talking about specific things, I really struggle. But that's genuinely I believe is my autism, where I just struggle with that. And I always get nervous talking because of that, because I don't want to trail off and then never speak again. But I find myself doing it because I end up either getting engrossed watching and I forget to talk, or I end up just jumping in a game, and I always feel really bad for it. But I try my best sometimes to talk and keep it up if I can.
Right.
It can be difficult.
This is a little side thing. Which one of you has a cat right now, or a cat near you?
Not me. My cat's up there.
Right. Okay.
Do we have a cat near us?
No.
No.
Only because, and unless I am going
I hear-
insane,
I
just
heard it too. I heard it.
mid of your sentence, then, Atomic. I just heard "Wah!" Like a cat just got yeeted across a room.
No, that is Bear trying to squeeze himself in the tiniest spaces.
And for context, who is Bay?
He is my big giant German Shepherd.
Right. So I don't know what I don't know what that noise was, but it didn't sound healthy.
Yeah, it's him just bumping into everything and anything he can
Fair
squeeze past.
Anyway, yeah, I'm lost my track now. So I remember I'd seen, because do you know when you go through Twitter every now or so X, you always get the odd, like, here's the latest partner streamer who's an absolute jerk off, and I remember the reason, because it has spurred my memory of a partner streamer, who they had 3 or 4 people having a conversation amongst themselves, and they were like, if you're not watching me, why are you here? Go somewhere else. And I was like, like, I get it. I do understand it. Like, no, they are there for the streamer, but like they want to interact with themselves, and you know, there's not really a place where you can just text, like type chat to people, unless it's like so, I don't know, old school MSN or something like that. There's none of that anymore. So like I was like, okay, I get where you're going, but dick move. Like, very big dick move. Yeah, tech issues is me, Atomic. Thanks for calling me out, even though I've called myself out like 12 times.
Called yourself out there. I'm there saying tech issues to try and just keep it.
It's
She didn't say who.
literally, if you want to see my drop
It is
frame,
literally.
if you want to see my drop frame,
Is your hamster dying on the wheel or something?
I think I stood on it on the way up. Because
Poor Alvin.
he ain't dying. He's just. I think the only thing that's keeping him going right now is the blood that's coming from his head or something. So right, okay, on to the little next thing. Chicken Fight Kid, do you have any like brands you work with? This is all in context, by the way.
Like I was on the affiliate program with Glitch Energy at the time, but I decided to step away from it just because one, that because it's an American-based energy drink, it didn't make sense, because a lot of my viewers are from the UK, so it just didn't feel right for people to be, you know, using my code and stuff when it's like they're paying more for posters and packaging than they are for the actual product. So yeah, that I took a step back from that. But other than that, I haven't been affiliated with any of the brands. But if there are beard oil products that want to brand with me, let me know.
This is a little side thing. Yeah, did Tourette's get one?
Yes, he did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got
Dragon's Horde.
That's the one.
Jeez, you either know that or you just Googled that real quick.
No, just speak to Portox. He's one of the people who run it.
Like, have you ever tried the
I'd get on it, but I don't have a beard.
Well, it's only two.
I've tried getting it for Moonbeard, but
I mean,
he doesn't stream.
The one brand I would like to get affiliated with would be Mobros, because that's the beard oil and like shampoos that I use.
Okay.
And I'm very grateful for one of my mods, Bearded Beatdowns, because he is on their affiliate program, and he's like, oh, if you want products, I can send some over to you. I was like, oh, thanks, but you don't have to do that. I was like, no, mate, it's fine. Like I have like a bunch stockpiled anyway, so I'm happy to like send them out to you. It's like, oh, thanks, mate. So
drop him a message, like show him the image of your glittered beard and be like, how can you not sponsor this?
But that's the thing. I had to use their oil prior to putting the glitter in.
Yeah, you go. You made this happen. You made this happen.
You made it glittery.
Yeah, and then they're probably looking at he sends them this lovely video, well edited, and you go, yeah, you made this happen. They go, yeah, we made that happen.
Let's not make it happen again.
Well, I'm trying to remember what it's called. What's the Viking beard oil stuff? What's the
the beard struggle.
That's the buggers. Have you seen their affiliate program?
I haven't. No, but I have been like following them for a while because I keep seeing the beard straightening cone. I'm like, I need that because my beard gets so ridiculously unkempt at times. Right. Like, especially if it's towards like the end of the month where like the hair started to grow back after a haircut. I'm like, ugh.
So I have the first beard straightener. And
right, I'm left out here. Come over here now.
What?
Give me your beard. Carry on with your beard talk.
So I have a beard straightener, and do you know the amount of people who have completely taken the mick? Like, what did you need a beard straightener for?
I didn't agree to this.
No, I can tell. This is completely off script.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the amount of people who like say, "Why do you need a beard straightener for?" Until you have a beard straightener, you don't realize how useful they are.
Yeah, like the closest I get to having my beard straightened in that way now is when I go to the barbers and they do it with a hairdryer and a comb.
Yeah.
I had a beard straightener. It's not a beard straightener. It's literally a straightener with one plate and then a bit of plastic over it to make it resemble a comb. It does fuck all.
Right. Okay. So, Mrs. Slippers is saying how outstanding you look.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Lippers.
but as well.
He'll hear that in 10 hours' time.
Yeah. He probably
2 hours later.
He'd be DMing me now, going, "Why is it taking so long for her to respond to me?" Yeah.
Oh, he's watching the buffering. He knows.
Yeah. So, Ginge, with the paid support, the reason why I ask is, let's take Carlton. He has the Man Titty Committee. Yep. That is his actual group name. Don't come at me. So let's use him as an example. He does have Man Titty Committee t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yep.
Do you ever get the urge to go, ooh, yeah, go on then, because you know it's supporting him directly, or as directly as it can?
Yeah, and I already have one. I already have a Man Titty Committee t-shirt. Like I when the new ones came out, when they added Ben onto the back of it, I was like, yep, I'm getting one.
So, what do you ever have a line where you go like, I'm only going to support one person, or like what makes you want to go, oh, I'm happy to spend, again, hard-earned money. You know, you everyone's money, if you have it in your pocket, it's well earned, unless you stole it. But even then, that's hard work to steal. Do you know what I mean? Because you easily could get caught. So, what makes you look at something from a content creator that you specifically like, and you go, yes, I want to spend my hard-earned money? Like, what makes you do that? Oh, cheap promo, cheap promo.
I should have done the same. I should have worn my t-shirt. But no.
Oh, you what?
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
when it comes to that sort of thing, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, I can only support this content creator. I can only wear their brand and stuff. It's like, no. That my point of view is that if they are genuinely nice to me and I feel welcomed in their community, I am going to show support. So that's why I do it for Man Titty Committee. I need to do it for Atomic because I want to get one of those biscuit tank tops like Guild has.
Oh, it's smart in it. I love it.
Yeah.
mate.
she
And I'm
said,
not biased. I'm not biased. I just,
well, no,
I just
no,
actually
I
do
just
absolutely
remember
love
the other
it.
day when I was in VC review, I had my black tank top on, and he's like, "Oh, you like black tank tops, do you, Viking?" Like, funny you mentioned that.
Why are you gonna put it in? Why you put it in here? Oh, that's that. Don't take that out of context. Shit.
Oh, that. If we do have exclamation mark
Chat
clip,
behave.
go for it. So yeah, you don't.
It'll be too late.
So is it more of it's 10 minutes later? Is it a thing of like? So I'm gonna take t-shirts for example because that's what most people go for. Is it like gotta meet a specific certain style, or like I say, you won't do it for one particular person, but you know, is it gotta be someone you really support, or maybe someone who's just like, oh, I've got a merch page, and go, oh right, okay, let's go for that then. Like, what's your? Ooh, I'm trying to think of how to pose the question best. Of like, when you, like you say, do it for Man Take Committee, you want to do it for Atomic. Why specifically them? Like, why not Pirate Software? Because he's online.
Sound jealous here. Sound jealous here, quite.
Oh, if you want to go to Streamlabs or My Fourth Wall, hey, I can link you up in seconds.
I will.
I actually would. I actually love your logo and stuff, so I'd love to see what you got.
It's like I said though. It is down to like the community or like the streamer themselves making me feel like I'm part of their community themselves, and like not forcing it on you either. It's like when Carlton mentioned like, oh, new Man Titty shirts, right? It wasn't like, oh, buy them now. He showed us the design and it was like, that's cool, I want it. Like, I never thought beforehand I would be walking around like town with a nipple on my t-shirt, but like, yeah, if it's to support a good friend of mine, I'll do it because because at the end of the day, Carlton is a hard-working streamer, and like I want to be able to show that support for him and Atomic and Stream Seed if I can, because like it's these communities that make you feel welcome, and those are the ones that thrive better.
So do you so does Carlton have partnerships? Is he with Sneak now?
Elgato.
Oh,
he's an Elgato ambassador.
Go for the big one straight away. So, do you ever then get the urge to, because Carlton is partner with Elgato, or he's got an affiliateship at least with them? Do you ever feel the need of going, ooh, maybe I should go down the Elgato route? Like, do you want to support him that way as well, just because he is your favorite streamer?
Do you mean like if I was to like buy an Elgato product, like do it?
So,
like do it through.
So
his,
say
like,
now, your webcam breaks and you think, oh shit, I need to get a new one. You would normally go down one route, but because of Carlton, you would potentially go down the Elgato route. Like, can supporting a streamer that way in terms of going through but using their codes and stuff. Do you feel that is useful? Or does it benefit you as well?
I believe it does, yeah. Like, because obviously you're getting the discount for the product yourself, but also like it's helping the reputation of the person who has the code as well. It's like when Timeless came around, at first I didn't know I was gonna go to Timeless last year, and then Atomic was like, oh, I've got a creator code for it, like, and if you want to go, and I was like,
she got creator code.
Create a
Get
code.
discount.
What? I did the SpongeBob impression the same time as Ginger Viking then. What's 2 hours later. That one.
It was like
that's how delayed.
20 minutes. I mean, Ducking Plum 20 minutes.
So Atomic, me and you have discussed this because I wanted to know if you had a brand or something you worked with, but you don't. So we're gonna go back in time, and you did work with Uddy.
Yeah, I used to work with Voodoo. Well, sponsored by Uday,
Yeah.
affiliation, whatever it were.
Which
And
I think
yeah,
I
I
think
really enjoyed that.
I think everyone did, bar me. Because like, didn't you have one as well? Did you have one?
No, but
You
I
do
try
have
to.
you do have an hoodie though, don't you?
Yes, I do. But
You
yeah, I just happen to have an hoodie.
Oh,
Like,
right.
I got that as a Christmas present.
Fair enough. So, Atomic. Then we'll go down with. How would you try? Because we're on about supporting. If you're back with you all of a sudden now tomorrow, Uti go, do you know what? We need that Atomic Moonchild. She looked bloody comfy in that skull scarf thing that she had on for Creators of the Donut Table. You know, the world famous Creators of the Donut Table. How would you try? Like, do you feel? Oh, I need to like really push people buy my stuff, or is it just like, yo, this is your? If you're gonna buy it, use my code.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm.
That's how I take it.
That's how I
So
used to
yeah.
do it with that's how I used to do it with Glitch as well. I would just have a automatic message in my chat
Yeah.
and say, I'm affiliated with them. Use this code if you want to get 10% off products. I wouldn't push it any further. Like the only time I mentioned it other than the message in chat is when I first got affiliated and I broke the news and said, I am affiliated with Glitch. Use this code.
Yeah. So I've got Playrama, who I've been with. Oh my god, I've been with Playrama for like 2.5, maybe 3 years now. And then I also have Skin Pixel, who make custom controllers. Playrama do powdered energy drinks like Glitch and all the other 7,000 that are out there. And then I have, let me press the button just so I don't get Hunger Club, because I keep saying Hunger Games, who do t-shirts. And what I used to do when I like you say, when you first got it, you used to scream and shout, and up until this year I used to be like, right, make sure you go to if you want to I used to explain what Playrama was. Oh, they do this, they do this, they do this. Unless they bring out a new like shaker or a new flavor, I don't mention it anymore, unless I want to do a tweet or something like that about it. But then literally I've discovered, because I've got my Stream Deck, I got the Playrama button, Skin Pixel, and then Hunger Club, and I literally just go Playrama's here, Skin Pixel's here, Hunger Club's here. When it comes up in the chat, then it literally has all the information. Only because I find, not if people do it, they do it. Happy days, awesome. But not everyone is gonna do it. And I found myself like, why do I keep promoting this every single stream at the end when my regulars have heard it every single time I've ended a stream?
Yeah.
It's like, there's only so many times you can beat a dead horse. By the way, why are people robbing banks? When did we mention banks?
We'll find out in 10 minutes time when they hear that message.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, you were talking about that.
I'm like, oh, banks. Forehead, what? This chat is going.
Yeah, I've got a forehead sticker. Related else.
Right. Okay. Cool.
It's the best. I'm gonna stick it here on my broken bit.
just to cover up the myth.
Yeah. Ford fixer.
Yeah. So if I can, what's the best way you feel you support people? Are you like buying the merch? Are you using people's codes? Like what is your method of supporting people?
Honestly, it's this whatever way I feel like it would benefit them. Like if someone's got a charity event coming up, I'll like reshare tweets and stuff if they've got it coming up. I actually had Ophidian in my Discord at one point asking if he could share it there, and I was like, tell you what, mate, if you throw something together, I can make an announcement for you. Didn't hear back from him, but like, I just say I gave him that option because like, you know, I'm a huge advocate for charities and stuff. Like I just did Stack Up in January, and like, yeah, I want to try and give every opportunity for that sort of thing because, you know, charity work is very important. Like obviously, Atomic will say, with like obviously all of us are doing streaming for Sans. Like Quack, you and I have done Daphne now for the last couple of years, so like it's important to get that. It's important to get it out. So like, yeah, that's how I like to do it. I like to try and do it through social medias when I can. if it's merch, if I genuinely think that the merch is good and it's something I could see myself wearing, I will buy it.
Mm.
And yeah, like if it's just their streams, I will watch them. The only time where I feel like, ooh, I don't know if I want to watch it is if it's a game that I'm genuinely interested in and I haven't played, and I'm like, right, I don't want spoilers. I'll pop in, say hello, and be like, I would stay, but I'm playing this game myself. I don't want spoilers.
Mm. Which, do you know what? That's a completely fair answer. That is. What was my? I did have a question then that popped up in my head and it's gone. So I'm gonna go over to Atomic and I'm gonna say, you admitted to Atomic that you are a lurker and you don't really like chatting to people because of whatever reason, you know. So when you lurk,
The risen with the tism.
yes,
With
we'll go down that route. So when you do lurk, how many people do you lurk for? Do you have?
I keep
Go on, sorry.
I keep the 2 tabs, as you're meant to. Completely, all the time, 100%.
That look to the right hand side there means no, you don't. You don't. What is the
No,
rule?
most of the time I do. Usually I make special effort for birthdays or if I've said I'll join them on game and that. I literally will secure the time in my calendar so then I know and I don't forget and I don't let people down.
What is the rule for lurking these days? Is it you've got
I think
a
it's 2 or 3 tabs. I can't bloody
I
remember.
can't remember. And is the rule of like if you're not active for like 30 minutes, you're not considered a viewer no more? I can't remember.
I watch. I do. I flick between watching and stuff. So like in between like games or whatever, I'll take a moment and just like watch the streams for a bit. Switch between.
Now,
And then sometimes I'll just have one person on literally background like you do.
yeah. So the other way of supporting as well, because right now we're all supporting from our PCs, which is probably the best way to do it. And I think we can all agree. Do you ever support from your phone when you're out? Ooh.
Only on socials.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Unless it's someone who doesn't stream often and I see them go live notification on my phone and I'm like, the hell, they're live, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm out. I tell them, I'm like, I'm out. I want to be here.
So
and then I've got to watch my battery.
So I would say, what worries you more, your battery life or your data getting rinsed?
Battery, because I have unlimited data.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Do you have unlimited data as well?
Fancy pants, rich Mickey over here.
Yeah.
No, I have 5 gig of data every month. That's it.
So you were more worried about if someone goes live and you're thinking, oh, I can't stay in there long, just in case.
No, it's not that either for me. It's that I don't like the response rate on my phone when it comes to being in Twitch, because there's times where I will put a message in and it says it's gone through, but then it takes like 2 minutes for the viewer to be like, for the streamer to be like, oh, hi Viking, how are you? It's like, I said that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's happening right now for this chat. But the reason
I was going to say, like, the stream right now.
I would say it's not because of the response rate from your phone. It's because my internet is terrible. That dropped frames rate, that number is just going higher and higher and higher. So I watched. Who did I watch the other day? Thunder Phoenix UK, and he was playing RoboCop. If you're a fan of RoboCop, play that, because I've never played it, but I really like watching it because it's really expensive. But yeah, I was watching him, and I didn't actually say anything because I was on the train home from work, and I was just like watching, and I just realized I was like, I've just spent a lot of data, and I have nothing. I said nothing as far as Thunder Phoenix was concerned. I wasn't there, so I'm like, oh, I can't do that all the time, but I do try. And the one time I tried to do it was in bed, literally. Do you know, at the end of like the day, you're like, oh, I'm gonna lay in bed for half an hour. I'm not like tired, but I can just think. And I don't know why going through my phone now is such a ball ache with ads and pre-rolls and all that type of stuff. Like, am I the only one here who's just like, oh, I can't be bothered? Just rather do
Oh,
it on
I'd
PC.
never watch it. I'd hate watching on my phone. Hate it.
Why?
Yeah.
Plus, if I'm on my phone, it's just socials, and then usually if I'm in bed, that's my reading time. I ain't doing that shit. I prefer it at the PC. I much
Yeah.
prefer it. I can't. I don't know. It's how the app is. It's weird. The only thing I'll watch video wise on my phone is really crappy Facebook videos, and then I end up in a doom scroll, and I
Yeah.
have to drag myself away.
I'm like that with TikTok. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Oh god! If I got into TikTok like that, I'd never get off it.
Yeah.
Are you
So I'm
not on
glad.
Don't do it. Don't.
Are you not on TikTok?
I'm on it.
I'm
I
following
just
you.
don't scroll on it. I don't scroll on it. I'm so weird.
I scroll.
I get enough people
more.
sending me in DMs, sending me DM videos all freaking time. So it's catching up on them. I had,
Yeah.
I think, about 600 to catch up on today. Took me 3 hours.
Oh, hang on, 600
No
what?
lie. 600 videos sent to me.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Who?
But they're all funny, and it was entertainment for a while.
Right, whoa.
Mainly 2 friends, but at least 5 inboxes. Mainly 2 friends that send a lot, and then about 5 different inboxes where there's other ones.
What are they doing
A
for their
lot.
day?
I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Because it's really funny, because when...
Cat falling over, cat falling over, cat falling over, cat falling over.
yeah,
Oh,
it's-
kid falling over.
oh,
Man, usually Twilight or Harry Potter.
because like for me, when in the stream see chat of me, Ross, and Leon, or Mr. Slippers, Leon will send us Facebook reels, and I keep used to taking the mick of going, "How old are you that you're still using Facebook? Let alone using Facebook reels? Get a grip, get on TikTok." And then Ross would send us stickbug on Instagram. And if Ross ever gets me with a stick bug again, I'm going to have him. I'm literally going to break his kneecaps. And then I realize, because he'll just do a video. I'm like, what's this? This is not fun. Oh, I just got stick bugged. I'm like, God damn it. Because he gets really good ones as well. And then I just do, I do TikToks as well. I do just TikToks now. But doom scrolling on TikTok is lethal. Because you can very quickly. You can go from, like I say, cat falling over, person falling over. Oh, the news of someone getting stabbed 17 times. Cat fall over, cat fall over. That's the way. But again, we can tie this into supporting. So say Atomic posts a Facebook reel because she's not on TikTok. Nah, we'll go TikTok. It's fine.
I don't do Facebook reels though. I just watch them. It's usually like nail art and hair and makeup and stuff, and I just get engrossed watching it.
Actually,
or arts and crafts. Like I get so engrossed watching it.
this is a question.
It's usually my shitting material. I won't lie.
It's what? Your shitting material.
My shitting material. It keeps me
Right.
occupied whilst I'm on bog.
I can't say much. I am exactly the same. It's usually the Reddit threads of "Am I the asshole?" and I'm just like,
Oh, I love those.
I was
I
like,
love
yes,
those.
you are an asshole.
Yeah, you are.
But the thing is, yes, we all do that, but we're not supposed to admit to it. Ugh.
Oh, I'll
Why
openly
not?
admit it.
We all poop. There we go. We all poop. Yeah. So,
Everybody poops.
they
Sometimes.
and there are some people who
Right.
only sometimes.
Sorry.
Sorry, right. So my question is, and this is nothing to do with supporting, it's just I'm genuinely curious because I know people who do it. I think Ginger Riken does it. Do you have a streamer Facebook profile?
I do.
Yes. I'm getting
Right.
called out.
Right. Okay. Atomic. Did you? Sorry, I was just staring down Viking because I knew the answer. But do you, Atomic?
I do, yeah.
Oh, you do. Oh,
My Instagram only just posts to it. That's all it is because it posts to both. I do an Instagram post, it goes to Facebook, and then like it has interactions, and I see the notification. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this.
Yeah.
Pretty much, literally, that is what it
Okay,
is.
so we'll go with Ginger first, but the same question is coming to you, Atomic. Of why did you start a Facebook?
I think it was just that at the time that was like probably the social media I was the most familiar with. At the time, like I had barely used Twitter. I didn't use Instagram that much because I didn't like posting my face on the internet because I was like, why do people want to see my mug?
Yeah.
So like Yeah, so I think it was just familiarity for me at the time, and then once I got to grips with like Twitter and Instagram, that's when I was like, okay, Facebook's gonna like Facebook's gonna go in the corner now.
Did you get any sort of traction off that?
Not really. Like I joined a couple of like Twitch groups and stuff, and I had maybe a handful of people come in saying, "Oh, I saw you post in this page, so I thought I'd come drop in." But
Mm.
a lot of the times, it's just it's so saturated of like bots, like spamming like completely unrelated stuff. Like, oh, can you believe Kim Kardashian did this? Or porn, or it's just people trying to spam their links in your posts. When a lot of the time it says in the rules, make your own post.
Yeah. I think me and you were a part of the same. Are you a part of like the what was it UK Twitch something?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm only a
Like
part of.
there's so many of them.
Yeah, and I'm only a part of one of them. I used to be part of loads, and I was like, this is literally just everyone's just copy and pasting, and I couldn't be bothered with this.
Yeah.
So I think I'm only part of one. The only reason why I ever keep it is because if I recognize someone, I go, oh, that's their real name. Oh, no, I didn't see them look like a Kevin. I'm like, oh bloody hell. So, Atomic, while you stare into the distance, but it looks like whatever you look like, you are staring death into them.
I'm just watching the delay. I'm just watching the delay so intent.
The delay is insane. I don't even know what I'm buffering right now. I am.
It's cracking me up.
Why did you start a Facebook page?
Because you have no outreach with Twitch, like you're just another place to put my name essentially. And then I just realised that I really can't be arsed with socials, like, and I do X now. I used to do Instagram quite a lot, and I was doing all right with it, but they changed something about it. I don't know what it were, but it just, I was like, no, I'm gonna go to X because X seems to be the better place.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do prefer X, and that's it now. All I'll keep is the X, the Instagram, the Facebook's link, so I might as well just keep that. And then TikTok. Well, I don't even really do anything on TikTok apart from share the odd video, if I remember.
I like to do Facebook as well though, because
And
it's
YouTube.
It's also an opportunity to like, because when I do my going live posts, I can't just be dropping the link and saying I'm live. I like to give an idea of what's gonna happen in the stream, but I also like to do a bit of editing of like a little Photoshop editing. It's usually just me sticking my face on something and like doing something stupid. Like the last Soul Reaver video I did, it was the last boss I fought on, it was like a water vampire. So I just cropped myself in as if I was in the water and I had a straw in my mouth to make it look like I had a snorkel. That's it. That's all I did. I just pasted myself onto that picture because I want people to get an idea of what my streams are like.
Yeah.
And it's just sheer stupidity. That's all.
Yeah.
Like,
I
because
do that for Instagram. There's always a picture, but I should really start doing that for Twitch.
But I've had people like say, "Oh, I saw your post on this page, and I thought it was quite funny, so I thought I'd come drop in." Because the amount of like, because you see it on Facebook, the amount of people who will just post their going live link, and that they get the least amount of engagement because, like, you're not saying what you're doing. And I feel like that's where people are falling up the hurdle is like, unless you say what your stream is about, what is going to be going on in said stream, people aren't going to be interested.
No, and the thing is as well, with like what you do is it shows a bit of creativity as well. To show, because like, especially on the Facebook one, I'll target Facebook more because I can think of a good couple of examples of people like, oh, hi, I'm going live. And they're just showing they're just taking a picture of themselves by their PC, which is, awesome.
Yep.
You're a very pretty person, but cool. And sometimes I see them and they're not actually live. I'm like, right. So what's the point? Okay. Anyway, so like when you post your stuff, it shows that not only are you creative enough to make these posts, but you've given a snippet of your humor. And people know what you're going to be playing at the same time. So it's like encompassing quite a lot. And depending on what kind of image you use, it can actually be quite eye-catching of going, oh, scroll. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's like when I was streaming Black Myth Wukong, the very first post that I did, I literally just took the a standard picture of Wukong, cut the face out and put my face there instead, and then that became like the base picture where I would take it and then paste it into another picture of something that I've done recently in the game or a boss that I was going to be fighting. So I just can't. I'm not the type of person to be like, I'm going live, come watch me. I'm like, I'm going live, I'm playing this. I'm probably gonna get angry. Come watch me.
Yeah. I do feel as well you have to not you have to, but you want to put like some sort of stupid caption as well to make people read it and they go, what? Like something a bit, again, in the text, put in your humor forward in there as well.
Without a doubt, that's exactly how I choose to like do my posts and stuff. Like one I did on Saturday, I was doing a game called Dagon, which is HP Lovecraft, and it's like, oh great, a HP Lovecraft horror. What could go wrong? Like that is that sort of thing.
Yeah. So Atomic then, where do you find most engagement? As in, you post where do you post your lives? You post them on Discord, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah, Twitter, Discord, and Instagram stories. Instagram stories always have the picture, which now I've heard on X, Twitter, that if you put a link with it, it kind of like the algorithm kind of shifts you. So I might actually start putting the picture with the X post as well. So then I put my link in the comments.
Yeah,
I've started doing that now as well.
Yeah, from what I know is, if you link in your main thing on Twitter, you get pretty much just shoved straight to the bottom.
Yeah.
Pictures help more, and you get more engagement from a picture. And even if you put a link in the comments, it doesn't put you down further, but it does. They still like twig it, and like they'll try and put you down a bit. So like what I've tried starting doing is, do you know, like, and please don't make me sound like a complete psychopath. Please. Do you know when you scroll and you get all the porn bots?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right, thank God you follow me on this. But Tommy, please say that you get at least a porn bot every now and again when you're scrolling through Twitter. Yes, thank God.
Oh, I'm fucking sick of seeing them. Sorry for the swear. I think it was justified.
It's either that or like the
Go back to OnlyFans.
I was gonna say it's either that or the people like, my OnlyFans is free. It's like, no one cares.
Yeah.
I love a bit of sexiness like the next person, but you know, I'd rather go looking for that if I want to see it.
And their OnlyFans are free. It's just every video will cost you £70, and it will just be them walking into a room. For the next part, you got to pay another £70. No, thank you. Anyway, so when you're scrolling through all there, they always say the link is in the bio. Ooh, the spicy link's in the bio. Ooh,
yeah.
Oh, you dirty rascal!
18+ content link in the bio.
Oh yes, and then you get all the egg content all the egg Twitter accounts going, oh yes, oh I love this very much. Oh okay, cool. So I've started doing that. I've just started putting the link is in the bio, and to be fair, I don't know if it works, but makes me laugh because I just thinking, oh, it looks like I'm acting like a porn bot. Yeah. So does anybody? I haven't actually fully asked my question. What I was going to ask you, Tom, but does anybody use the Twitch stories?
No.
Twitch have story. Oh, Twitch stories. Yeah, I did, and then it messed up for me. I think like maybe the phone app weren't working or something, but it messed up for ages. So I was like, do you know what? I give up now, I stopped using it.
It's exactly the same for me. Like I used it once. The next day it'd be gone. Next day it'd be back. Next day it's gone. I was like, I'm not doing this.
I've tried using it.
I'm well frustrated.
I've used it 3 or 4 times, and it has been absolutely atrocious. And to be fair, because this was going to be my question to you, Atomic, is like I literally got 0 engagement from it, because for people to see it, they've already got to be sort of following you. Well, if they're already following me, then cool beans. I've already got the follow out of them. okay, yeah, more viewers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, that's the. But like, I've got it's not bringing anyone new to me. So I was like, this doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, so my question to you, Atomic, is, do you ever have people go, "Hi, I've come from Twitter, Instagram, Discord"?
No. If they have found me through there, they never say. Like, but then again, I'm a weird one. I know some people are like, "Oh, have you found the channel?" Blah blah blah. I never ask because, yeah, sometimes people, not meaning it badly, but like they were a one-hit wonder. They'll come in once and then you'll probably never see them again.
Yep.
And if they do come back, it's like, oh, you know, I'll get to know you then. Like, jump in Discord, come and hang out with me, because it's the best way you can get to know me, and it's the best way I'll get to know you and be comfortable with you. It's better. It's probably the best way I'll come down your streams. I'm not gonna lie, because I'll be more comfortable about talking with you.
Yeah.
I can have you on a lurk, but if you, but to talk, I need to be comfortable. It's yeah, tism, risen with the tism.
Is that the
It was like that
the
for me
hashtag of
on-
the stream? God, sorry.
It is.
Risen with the tism.
Yeah. Go on. What was you saying, Vike?
I was gonna say like the same sort of thing happened for me on Friday where I was playing Path of Exile and I had a completely new person come in, and they didn't say how they found me. They just saw that I was playing Path of Exile, and I was like, right, I can give you some tips because I've played this game so many times. And that, yeah, like I didn't ask him if I used to do that where like if I didn't recognize the name, I was like, oh, how did you find my stream? But like these days, I don't ask unless they say in their messages, because sometimes I get people saying, "Oh, I found you on this Discord page. I found your Facebook post." But other than that, I don't ask them.
I used to ask as well. I always not for a like, oh, gloating because I know what platform to use more. It was just because I was genuinely just being nosy, and I was like, no, I genuinely want to know, like, how did you find me? And then 9 times out of 10, I've stopped asking now as much, but I used to find 9 times out of 10, it was like people used to say, oh, you're one of my recommended streamers, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, your algorithm must be so bad. If I'm a recommended streamer, wow, like, just stop and just re-look at your streams. What was my again?
I think we're back.
You are. We're back, and the worst thing is now you two are in like HD crystal clear picture thing.
Why did your internet have to play up at that precise time of going live till now?
Do you know why? Because I live in the middle of nowhere as far as internet companies are concerned. As far as internet companies are concerned, I live in a black hole.
He's still living in the Stone Ages.
Honest God, have both of you got fibre to the house?
Yep.
Yep. I don't. There is.
What speeds are we?
500.
500.
Right, go on then, Viking. Go on. What's your speed?
150.
Yep. Do you know what mine is?
20.
At best, 35. This is why I can't stream on TikTok at the same time as on Twitch, because my internet goes, no.
Like, what are you doing?
Pretty much. And do you know, like, if you do it really, really quietly, you can actually hear my internet scream. It's really painful. Yeah. It is. Starlink network, they might cost you 750. Do you know the worst thing is? I know someone who had Starlink, but I wasn't. Do you know what that is? No, it's Elon Musk's satellite thing. And basically, you could be anywhere in the world and have banging internet, absolute banging. Anyway, I forgot what topic we were on, but it doesn't matter.
It's just a hamster screaming.
It is the hamster. That's what it is. It's not my internet screaming. It's the hamster. That's what I can hear. Yeah. So first of all, I do like to apologise to both co-host and guest for having such an atrocious internet. Well, apparently not now, but I had atrocious internet.
It's fine now. No delay or anything.
Yeah.
They've lost like the last 5 minutes of whatever we were talking about, but no delay now.
Yeah. Well, let's recap. What did we say? Facebook is full of bots. Porn bots on Twitter. Atomic's not getting enough. and my hamster's screaming, pretty much. And Atomic's trying to grow a beard.
Yep.
Yep.
That pretty much sums it up.
Oh, we were.
I'm
sorry.
trying to work out in chat where we were actually up to before the
Yeah.
crash.
Oh, let's have a quick butchers. Sorry, that's what we were on about. We were on about raiding into people.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay. So people actually get a bit of content out of this last little bit. Let's talk about raiding, because Ross TSU, our lovely head of creative here. No, I'm head of creative. He's head of studio. Hates raiding. Now, he's not here to defend himself, and to be fair, good. So me and him have had extensive talks about raiding, and to be fair, I agree to an extent. And he goes, basically, raiding's pointless. And I was like, Ross, why so? So he is a firm believer, and there is proof in the pudding of when you go raid. So take now, for example, if we were going to go raid former guest Ru Kang. The lovely people who have been here since the start of the stream have been sat here for an hour and a half to go, not to 2 hours, say. And then you're asking them to watch someone else, especially if they're just starting a stream, to then sit there for another hour and a half to 2 hours. So, unless it's you are raiding someone you sort of already know, or sort of you think, oh, my people will really like this person, you tend not to keep the same footfall from the raid to retain the viewership. So, we'll go with Ginger Viking as he's our guest, and he's been very patient with me today. What is your thoughts on raiding?
I do it every time I stream. Every time I stream, and sometimes it's regular people who I've raided numerous times. Sometimes it's a case of like I want to stream it. I want to raid into someone who is also streaming the game I'm playing, like because sometimes if I know I've got a fair amount of people watching me, like and they might be people who are just watching the game. I want to give it. I want to give that opportunity for someone who might not be doing as well or has just started, and like I want to like show that support to them because I remember when I first started doing it. I remember I remember my first raid. It was I was playing Spellbreak, and I got raided, and I was like, "What's a raid?" I had no idea. I didn't know what it was. And then they explained it to me. I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because, like, at the time, I would just, go live, play the game, and then just shove off.
Yes.
I didn't know that I could raid out. And then once I knew what it was, I was like, I want to do this as much as I can because I want to show the support of like people who I am friends with, but also like people who I feel like deserve it as well because they are taking like they are putting the effort into their streams. They're making themselves eye catching, and they're just not getting the right traction. Like I remember one time I was playing Elden Ring, and I think I had about 15 people watching, and I saw this one guy, and I can't remember his name, but he had a straw hat on like a samurai, and because he had that little niche thing about him, that caught my eye, and I was like, right, I want to raid into him.
Do you raid into randomers, or do you tend to raid people you know?
It's like I said, it varies. Like if it's just I want to raid out to someone, if it's a case of like I want to show support to a friend, I'll do that. If it's a case of I want people to still see the game that we're playing, I will try and find someone new who is also playing the game. Like I've done it with Black Myth Wukong, I've done it with Elden Ring, I've done it a couple times, but 9 times out of 10 it will be someone I know.
Yeah. So I always raid, but then there are some times, because I make it a rule now not to raid randomers, because the last 2 times I did it, the woman who I raided didn't acknowledge me because she was too busy reading her TikToks, like because she was streaming on TikTok, and she just didn't. We were playing Minecraft, and she didn't acknowledge the stream at all. So I went over to her TikTok and I went, "You might want to look at your stream." And then she seen I had raided. She went, "Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention." I was like, Right. So I had to go in my Discord. I was like, sorry guys, that was a bit of a pants one. And then the second one was a Tekken one, I think. And I raided, and he dropped the N-bomb about 4.5 seconds in. And the minute he said it, I was like, oh no. Like, I'm like,
it's like instant regret.
I'm like, hey, if you want to say it, you crack on. Like, everyone is different. You crack on. I don't have to agree with it, but you can do whatever. But like, I was just like, oh no, like, oh.
I remember that happened to something similar happened to me once, where I had a new person come into my stream, and I was playing Dead Island 2, and I shouted. I used to do shout outs for every person who came into the chat.
Same.
Now, these days, I tend to do it for followers, new followers, subs, or whoever raids into me.
Yeah.
But I remember I shouted this person out, and I showed a clip of him in like a VR chat thing, and like this 12-year-old kid drops the N bomb, and he just laughs it off. And I was like, because it was in the middle of my stream. I was like, oh shit, I don't know how to like.
What do you do?
I sort of brushed it off and then went away, and then like I think he ended up like joining my Discord for a bit or something, and I said, look mate, I appreciate you coming in and showing support, but a bit of advice for you and for people who may shout you out: get rid of that clip.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, oh, I thought it was a bit of laugh. Like, I was like, you might think it, but like, it's still a kid dropping the N word, and it's not okay. And it wasn't, it was hard R. I was like, that's not okay. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's not going to look good on you, and it's not going to look good on the people who shout you out.
Miss Positive, Miss Support, who's dressed with skulls on her shoulders. They're the two people she doesn't support.
I am supporting them on my shoulders.
Fair enough.
If anything, they're supporting you.
What's your thoughts on raiding? Now, I know what's coming, but we'll go down this route anyway.
I always raid, always, because why not? It's free.
Don't use my thing now.
I have learned the lesson of not doing randos or people I don't really know well, because I've just sent so many people to them, and they've sat there and either not acknowledged it or grunted and then carried on. And I've just been like, wow, I've just sent people here after my stream. Oh, I felt so bad for him. I'm like, God, why have I sent them here? Like, how dull is this? Like, yeah. So I kind of go with people I trust.
It's like that's why I've not done it as often. It's like on my birthday stream last week, we went from like obviously me being covered in eggs, whipped cream, and glitter. I figured we needed to go to someone who matched that energy, which is why I raided into Raven Alternative, because she has that same energy and she is a Just Chatting streamer. It made sense to go into to raid into her.
And here's a bit of advice for people who stream, new, old, whatever, and I hope to God that both of you agree with me. If you have follower only mode on, turn it off.
Yes.
You will get no. If someone raids in with follower only, I'm not following you, and I don't think
I have stopped raids because because of follower only being on.
Yeah.
I've gone to raid. Someone said, "Oh, they've only got follower only on." I'm like, cancel the raid.
Yeah.
Cancel the raid. Let's go to someone who doesn't have that.
Like
don't bait your followers like that. I'm sorry, you don't. If people want to follow you, it's because they want to follow you, not because you've only got that mod on.
Yeah, follow only chat is bad. Sub only chat is
that's even worse.
Because that's inciting people to like put money into your stream, and it's just that is not how you get people to sub to you. That's just gonna get people to leave.
And like Legendary, because I can keep up with chat now, as Legendary has said, and no raid mode as well. That's a thing. Like, because my raids are, if you got one viewer, come on in, it's fine. You'll get a sticker, and you'll get put up on the wall. Come on in. But like, if anybody has it more than one, I'm not like I say these two might have up to 5 or something. I don't know, but like if you have it more than one, especially at our level, yeah, I'd have a look at that because it should just be one.
It's funny because like I remember one time I was talking to Tourette's Gamer about it because I wanted to raid into him, but unfortunately I think I had like 4 people viewing, and he has it set to only above 5.
Does
And
he?
I said, but this is the thing. I said to him, look, I was like, oh, I wanted to raid into you, but unfortunately I can't. And he said, oh, right. And he said, I feel really bad about this, but I can't help it because I get bot raids all the time, and it's usually one. It's like the one user, and I get tons of bot raids, so that's why I had to do it. And as soon as he explained it, I was like, makes sense. I completely understand. Like, because this is the thing. He's got a higher viewer. He's got a higher viewer average than us, so it kind of makes sense that he would have that going on. But like, yeah, for me personally, I don't have like you have to have so many viewers to come raid me.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
It just doesn't make sense for me to do it.
And Lady Dog literally goes, so that Quack does raid. I raided into her the other day. She knows I do. But I don't. But you two have both said you always raid. I tend to raid, but I'll only raid who I'm following. So if I've raided you quite often, I definitely won't raid you 2 streams on the bounce. 100% won't. But if I even look now and I can't see someone, I go, ooh, I want to raid them. I go, do you know what? We'll skip it for today. Because it is okay not to raid. It is okay. You don't have to, because like you say, you have. For me personally, I think of my viewers as well. Unless I think, oh no, they really need to see this person because I'm really enjoying this person. Anyway, I think we should wrap that up.
If that's the case for me, I usually just raid into a friend because I know they'll be supporting them anyway. So
yeah.
I kind of just do that because I know they'll be there anyway, and if I could take extra people, I'll do that.
Yeah, and sometimes, especially like for example, if I had you two in my stream, I probably would raid someone you both know, because that's probably where the 3 of us are going to go regardless.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, let's just save a couple of clicks.
Yeah, that's why I do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Right. Should we wrap this absolute my internet show? I think we can work out what I mean by my internet. I do, like I said, yeah.
The last 15 minutes.
Right. As Tret says, this is a very womp stream. Very womp. So, first of all, I would like to thank everyone who has stayed in the chat today. You have missed about 10 minutes of conversation because my internet was lagging bad. Great buffer show. Thanks, Lady Doll. Not having you on again. That went
ban.
Yeah. Think you're coming back on? Yeah, all right. But I would also like to thank Atomic for being very patient with me, even though she went for 2Ps in our little pre-meet. But you know,
Chaotic says we need another ginger show. I can ramble on about anything.
Well,
yeah.
I was gonna say I would like to thank our ghost Ginger Viking for being on, and because of this, I would very much like to have you on again this year. Just so we can rectify I say our, it's not Atomic's fault, it's not StreamSeed's fault, it's my fault. My failures as an internet provider. BT, sort yourself out.
Oh, you with BT, that says it all.
It's the best I could get. Granted, in April I'm going to
I'm
PlusNet.
with BT though. BT's alright.
Ooh.
Sure.
Who were you with then?
Virgin.
Do you know what? I was going to go for an insult. I'm not going for it. But you'll stay on this call in a second.
Who's got the working internet?
I will. Do you know what? Fair. That's very fair. Yes. So, first of all, we'll do. Yeah. No. Let's let our guests go first. So, Mr. Ginger Viking, sir, thank you for being here. Now, this is the part of the stream where everyone gets involved. If you have to look straight down the barrel of your camera and you have to tell us who you are, what have you got going on, why am I going to be stupid enough to have a Ginger Viking with a bunch of pop vinyls in the background with glitter in his chair come back? Who are you? Just promo. Down the barrel.
Ginger Viking 18. I'm a variety streamer from South Wales. If you like no nonsense, just rage tent, or just seeing a person just make a complete idiot of himself, I'm your guy. And always don't forget to join me in Valhalla. How to get in?
Okay.
I love it.
Atomic, your favorite bit. Down the barrel of the camera. You are in Valhalla because you're dressed as a Valkyrie. What are you actually dressed as?
A Viking.
Shield Maiden.
Just a Viking.
God.
Shut up, Ray. Just shut up.
He's here with the rune tattoos and he's just questioning it.
Hey.
I am a variety streamer.
What's
I
your
do
name?
very random stuff. I'm a Tommy Moonchild. It says it right here. I'm a variety streamer. I cosplay every so often. I play an array of games from story to horror. And I do a lot of charity work as well. A lot of raising for funds for the good causes. What about you, Quack? Who are you?
Thanks for that. Do you know what? That's the first ever time I've been fed into. I'm Quack, my partner.
Segue.
I'm a variety streamer of the sort. Again, not far from Ginger Viking. Maybe a collab stream in person one day. Who knows? We get our beards tangled together, and it's chained up with beards instead.
It's like the fusion dance, but it's just with beards.
100%. But of course, as well, Stream Seed. We are just over 2 months away from the Cardiff Creator Meetup, where you can see the three of us. I had to hesitate for a second. I was like, Ginger Viking going? I was like, I know he is actually. So the three of us will be there.
Of course I'm going.
Yeah. And there's so many people in the chat, apart from Lady Doll, who I know are going. No, is Games Guru going? Games Guru's not coming, is he?
No, I don't
think-
believe so.
But I wanted to deliberately call out Lady Doll because she's not coming. Games Guru, he's not coming because, the man has a life. But Lady Doll, bad showing. But yeah, so Stream Seed will be...
We get it.
Exactly. We know where we're on the priority list. But Stream Seed will be there. I've recently found out stuff that's happening. And all I can say is I'm very, very excited. Very excited.
Me too.
Are you?
I am.
You are. Okay.
I am.
Yeah, so if you can get yourself to Cardiff on March the 30th, yes, it is a Sunday, but
It's also Mother's Day.
it is also Mother's Day. But like I said with who did I say? Oh no, I did it on my stream. Bring your mother. Bring somebody's mother. Because, I don't know, your mother might be busy. Bring somebody's mother. I don't care. Just bring your mother, bring someone's mother. It'll make some mother happy. I want to get them on t-shirts. But yeah, so March the 30th, Cardiff in the Tram Shed. If you haven't been to the Tram Shed, it is a stunning venue and it needs to be filled, and it needs to be filled with you. Atomic, what else has Stream Seed got?
Stream Seed have a podcast over on Spotify, which is Doughnut Bites. You'll be able to catch the Doughnut Bites for this episode next Tuesday, so keep your eyes peeled. We also have YouTube and TikTok, where you can find other content over there. So be sure to check out the socials and hit a like and subscribe and all that stuff.
Brilliant plug.
Do you know what? That was very good. That was very, very good. Anyway, right.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
You are getting better, but do you know the one thing that you still hate doing is promoting yourself?
Yeah. Always.
Right. Okay, we're going to leave it now. So, yeah, everyone, remember next Tuesday, so a week today, the Doughnut Bites will be released, where me and Atomic will be discussing this very show and how bad the internet was. We will also we may be saying positive things about Ginger Viking. We may not. You'll have to tune in and find out.
Oh God! Thanks for the anxiety attack.
Hey, I did it to
Oh,
Chaotic.
you'll have to tune in.
I did it to Chaotic, and Chaotic DM'd me the day it came out. I was like, oh, thank God for that. Anyway, yes. So this is the part now. Ginger Viking.
Sorry, I'm laughing at like the hashtag
Lag on my penguin.
Lag on my
Penguin. I said penguin then.
Yeah, you did.
You call me a toaster and you call me Sarah. I'm allowed that.
I'm going to buy a toaster and call it Sarah and just now have it in your memory. And then,
Brilliant.
and, do you know, right? Oh my God. Do you know, right? We will be finishing. I do promise, right? But what I want is I want a toaster. Call it Sarah. And do you know, right? Do you know when the toaster pops up? I want your voice to go, toaster's ready.
toast is ready.
And do you know, like, I want a specific setting. Do you know if it's burnt, it just got toast fucked.
Your toast is fucked. There you go. There's a little voice clips for it.
Fucking burnt!
It's burnt this. Can't eat that now.
Oh, God. I'm so glad we stayed on for this a little bit longer. Anyway, right, Ginger Viking, can you please wave to the camera? I'm going to get the positioning ready. Can you please look straight to the camera? This is for the Twitter page now. Can you please wave to the camera and I'll say goodbye.